So today we are in the Caribbean. A part of my heritage is the Virgin Islands. I love it here, it's beautiful. And I think with the way that everything's been going, I feel like sometimes you just gotta come home or just get a change of scenery, because I feel like there's something on a chemical level when you go back to like your culture, because I wasn't born here, but a whole side of my family is from here. So I feel like when I'm coming here, I feel like I'm home, and it's just very calming. It's a very calming experience, and I've been really in tune with learning more about my culture for the past few years, but it's helped me find more pieces to who I am, which I feel like has helped me solidify my identity more, which has kind of helped me like find my personal style and all that type of stuff. Everything's all related to each other. The more pieces you find of yourself, the more everything starts falling into place, like your taste, because I think everyone's born with taste in their specific taste. For example, art galleries have a bunch of different art and stuff. People come in and some things aren't other people's cup of tea, but at the end of the day, everybody has their own taste. And I feel like the thing is, I do also feel that your identity is also evolving all the time in a way, but your core self doesn't change, but there's different eras and periods of your life. So I think, for example, things that you like at one stage, for example, like your teen years, will change eventually, maybe or maybe not, when you become an adult, or you just find more things that are curated. But if you really sit down and realize it, I feel like the same patterns that you have when you're a kid just slowly, I don't know how to explain this. For example, when I was a really young kid, I used to love building things, making things out of something. I will not forget, I made a dragonfly out of markers. So I put like 3 markers together, and then I found a way to put flying cards. I've always been kind of wanting to make new things or find a way to do something, because I was hard-headed. I wanted to get something done. If I wanted that done, I was gonna find a way for it to be done. So I didn't even realize now I have a lot of analytical skills and like solving problems together and things like that. But it's like little things when you're a kid that you wouldn't even really like process. But if you can remember it, I feel like there's some importance. And I also see putting outfits together in that way. Putting an outfit together is like putting a puzzle piece together, but like a puzzle piece of expressing yourself. So the top, the bottom, what kind of concept are you trying to go for? Are you trying to layer? Are you trying to go heavy on accessories? And then I feel like the equation is like the thing that you're getting dressed for plus your identity, which equals like your outfit. Okay, you're getting dressed for school, and then who you are. It depends if you want to go in this certain type of vibe or something, if you want to wear all black, if you want to have a bunch of colors, you want to wear neon, you want to be loud, and that type of concept. And I do feel like clothing and outfits have been used since the beginning of history as status symbols, clothing and stuff, especially like Victorian era, very poofy dresses. It'll be very little things that will signify status and stuff, status symbols and things of that nature. So certain people, like everything just all ties together. I feel like people don't realize how important fashion is to a society and a society structure. And in conclusion, being more in tune with your culture, that might help finding yourself as well, just having that piece and knowing more about your culture and knowing where you come from. I find history very interesting, especially like Caribbean history and where I'm from, because it pieces things together, and then it also makes me understand how we got to this point in the first place. Being curious is one of the strongest attributes you can have as a human being, because being curious allows you to explore more. And I feel like the more stuff you explore and the more stuff you experience, you figure out what you like and you figure out what you don't like. So that also allows you to figure out what your taste is, what you like, and then adding more pieces to yourself as well, because once you have such a strong taste, you know what you want. You walk into the store, just because this person has it, I'm not gonna buy it. I know myself. I know I'm not gonna wear that, and I feel like this is not a true reflection of who I am, right? So I feel like being curious, even just learning more, learning as much as possible in different ways and different things, allows you to have a more fulfilling experience as a human being. Because when you're surrounded in one box or surrounded in one constraint and confinement, you don't know what is out there. You don't know. You're used to this one space, and it holds your mind and space in a box. And the thing is, it feels comfortable, right? That's something that I've been working on too, feeling more comfortable with being uncomfortable, because I'm very particular sometimes about things where I'm like, oh, I'm scared, I don't want to do that, I want to do that. But I feel like some of the most fulfilling things in life so far has been me taking chances and just believing in myself, and this is what feels good to me, and I'm just gonna go with my spirit. And it has just led to so many beautiful things, to be honest, and I can't believe it. I truly think learning about fashion, just fashion as a whole concept, designing, even like all the sides of fashion are just so cool and interesting to me. But I think in conclusion, try to be a little bit more curious, and maybe try to be more curious and a little bit more in tune with history, because history has a lot of patterns as well. And I think being curious will eventually open up the door to finding more about yourself. And there might be a period of time where you really enjoy this one thing, but if you're not maybe curious to try something else, you might like something else completely better at a different point in time in your life. But if you're just so used to the things that you've been doing since you were a teenager or a young adult, there might be more fulfilling things that we don't know about, or you don't know about to yourself. So I just feel like being more curious. That's my video. But really am enjoying my time here. I'm vibing. But the bugs do scare me though. I am scared of insects. Hopefully this made sense, and hopefully you guys enjoyed. And I'll see y'all soon.